Okay, happy Friday to you. And this is a little grace break that we're recording for you. We want to take the time today to share some good news. There's a lot of bad news in the world. Every time you turn on the news, bad news is what you're going to hear. But there's a lot of good things that go on too. And so we want to take a couple of minutes to share some of those stories, some recent stories of some good news, some good things that humanity does for each other. I saw a story this morning that Colin Powell actually had reported on his Instagram account, and he wanted to give somebody some praise because he had a flat tire yesterday, and he was getting out to fix it, and somebody pulled up and stopped in front of him and said he wanted to give him a hand. Yeah. And Colin Powell noticed that the guy had a prosthetic leg, and so while he was helping him change his tire, he had realized in the conversation that he lost his leg in Afghanistan, and he is a soldier. He was a Marine, and he said that he just saw somebody that needed help, so he was slowing down to pull over and help him. And he said he did realize when he stopped that this was Colin Powell, and so he said, "I just want to tell you that you are inspirational to me." He said, "I've read all your books." He said it felt like we were standing on your shoulders is what kept us going while we were overseas that way. And just it was really a touching thing, and so Colin Powell wrote to him on his Instagram, and he said, "Thank you, Anthony." The man's name was Anthony Maggard. Okay. And he said, "Thank you. You touched my soul, and you reminded me about what this country is all about and why it is so great. Let's stop screaming at each other. Let's just take care of each other. You made my day."
Aww.
Made my day too.
You just made me cry. That was so good. That's a great story.
Yeah.
Okay, one that I came across is, this took place in Alabama, and it was a woman. She's a CEO of I think it's like a hair product company, and her daughter had been going to this school, and her teacher, I guess her husband found out the teacher took multiple buses to get to work every day, and she'd been doing it for a couple of years. And the husband's like, "We should do something for her." And the wife was like, "Let me take care of it." And she bought her a brand new car, no car payments, and gave it to the teacher so that she wouldn't have to go through all of that prior to teaching the children at school. And when they asked her about it, she just said she's really big into pay it forward, and in looking for opportunities to bless people. I think even on her Instagram account, her name is Courtney Adela or something. On her Instagram account, I think I read that every month she pays off one of her followers' bills.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
She's just a good lady. She likes to be a blessing, and she. If I remember, she was talking about that's what success is all about.
Yeah,
being able to give without expectation.
Yeah, and I think me and my friends, we always talk about, wouldn't it be great to give away
we
a car,
want to be in position to do
or
that.
Pay off somebody's.
We pray to be in position like that.
Yeah.
I really, someday we will. I will love the day when we're able to buy someone a car.
Yeah.
Or even pay off some bills. We're able to do little things, but
here and there,
it's fun to be able to do more.
Inspiring, yeah, very inspiring.
Okay, here's a story about a cop and a homeless man, and this is in Tallahassee, and so there's a video out on that, and we'll post the links to these stories at the end of this, at the bottom of this video, but. There was a homeless man who was trying to cut his beard, trying to shave it, and the cop saw him, and the guy said that, I've got a job interview and I need to look well, and he was having trouble doing it himself because he was just outside, and so the cop took the razor and began to shave the man for him and make him look really nice, and so somebody that worked at the McDonald's nearby was watching this and saw it, and so made the video and shared it. With people, shared the cop shaving the guy and taking care of the guy to make him look good for his interview, and the cop's name is Tony Carlson, and the man's name was Phil McClellan, and anyway, so the cop says he saw the guy trying to shave, and so I got out of my car and went to see what he was doing, and the man asked me, he said, "Do you know anything about electric razors?" He says, "Mine's broken," and he couldn't get it to work, and wanted to know if the cop could help him. And so he was trying to shave, and he didn't have a mirror or anything, and he was just kind of getting a patch here and a patch there, and it wasn't going too well. And he said, "Hey Phil, let me do that. Here, I can get it done a lot quicker than you doing it." So anyway, it says the homeless man Phil showed up July 23rd, picked up his application, got his identification documents so he could complete the hiring process. Senator Marco Rubio's office stepped in and helped speed up the process of getting the person's papers, IDs, and Social Security card to him, and then Rubio tweeted a congratulations to the man with his new job.
He got a new job.
He got a new job.
Nice.
Kudos to the cop.
Yeah.
And to the senator.
Yeah. So the last one I have for us today is this is a restaurant owner in Columbia, South Carolina, who got robbed. In fact, they had to close down the restaurant the next day because of the robbery. And he found out who did it.
So it was a burglary, really. Somebody had broken in.
Oh, okay, that's a difference between
yeah.
robbery. There was nobody there. Nobody got hurt.
Right.
Okay, so the burglary happened and they couldn't open the store the next day, but he found out who did it. And before he called the police, he said he felt led by God to talk to the guy, the burglar. So he went and talked to him and really made a connection with him, he felt. And he said that rather than turning him into the police, he forgave him. He just talked to him and he said, what I would rather is for this guy, because the guy confessed to him and offered to pay it all back. And the guy was like, "No, I just want you to not have to be in a position to be robbing or burglarizing." And so he kind of took him under his wing and became like a mentor,
we love stuff like that. We just want to remind you that there's a lot of good in the hearts of people. There's a lot more good going on than you might be hearing about. On individual bases, these things are going on every day. People are being good to each other. When you listen to a lot of the group shout, it doesn't seem like that sometimes, but individually, there's a lot of ways to love people, and we like seeing it and highlighting it. So we hope this brightens your day. I wanted to give you some good news today. So have a good weekend, and be blessed.
Bye-bye.